Do you have regret for all the investment you have done to now in your coaching?
I don't regret a single cent that I've spent on coaching or mentoring. It would have taken me maybe an extra 10 years or an extra 10, 20 years to find my place. So I've been a journalist for the BBC. I worked with the Food and Agriculture Organization in Dakar, Senegal. And now I came here to work with the World Health Organization, the Regional Africa Bureau.
And if you're surrounded by people, they have the same DNA. They want to push, they want to encourage, they want to, it's helping a lot. Instead of people, they try to put you down, to discourage you, to kill your dream. They have the community of the same DNA of people. They want to just go forward. And with the mentorship. Hello, everyone. Bonjour. Welcome to this interview, this show with the Wilkies. And today I have a special guest, and her name is Rosemary Bubu. She's from Congo. She's French, but also she speaks English very well. Welcome with us, Rosemary.
Hi, Martin, and welcome everyone.
Thank you so much for your time today. Then you can share a little bit your experience, what you're doing to encourage other women. They're professional or in business. They want to succeed their life. Rosemary, you have many degrees. Can you share all your degree, what you have done in your experience, professional experience and business experience?
So yes, I have many degrees. Part because I've been working in different areas. So I started out with a law degree, a master's in law, and I tried to find the work in the legal area in France, and I couldn't. So I went back to school, and I did an MA in international affairs with a specialization in conflict resolution. I worked a little bit in the NGO sector in that area, and then I went back to school again and did a master's in journalism. And this is where I found my sweet spot. So I've been a journalist for the BBC. And now, currently, what brought me to Congo is that for 2-3 years back now, I work in the United Nations system. So I worked with the Food and Agriculture Organization in Dakar, Senegal. And now I came here to work with the World Health Organization, the Regional Africa Bureau, which is based in Brazzaville. So.
This is a lot. Then you work hard, and the master in law, the international affair in journalism, you have a lot of degrees and experience. What was your struggle with all this, journey to go back to school, try to find a job, try to find your sweet spot, like you said? What was your struggle in all of that?
My struggle, what I call my Goliath, the biggest struggle for me was to succeed professionally. And it has been a really hard struggle. I've been going through a lot of periods where I was either unemployed or underemployed, working jobs that did not reflect all the degrees that I had. But through all of that, because I've been in legal field and then NGO field and then the communication sector, but then, like I said, God was trying to lead me to what was my place in life, which is journalism and communication, that I understood. It's a job that fits perfectly with my personality, the way that I approach things. And I was even surprised that when I switched to journalism, like colleagues that I worked with in the NGO sector, this is perfect for you, but they knew it was perfect for me, but like I didn't know. I didn't know.
You were so close of your zone of genius that you were not seeing it, but some people around you were seeing more your zone of genius. Where is your perfect place?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So it happens a lot of times. Yeah.
Yeah, and then tell me, because in our expertise in Wilkie coaching, we teach a lot about the pattern, the paradigms, and from generation. And the science now proved that with the book I wrote with the epigenetic. And you were facing the same kind of pattern of your family from generation to try to find your sweet spot, your job, your, it was the same struggle finally that you faced in your life.
Absolutely, absolutely. I was actually fighting the same fights that my dad had fought.
Mhm, mhm.
So it's not my mom, because my mom, she finished school, she found a job almost immediately. My siblings also, they finished school, they didn't have that sort of
Like your
trouble
mom.
finding.
Mhm.
Yeah. But for me, I was reliving exactly the same troubles, same problems, same difficulties that my dad had faced. And he started out. I think he was like in the architecture sector, not really architecture, but geometric expert. I don't know how to say that in English. And then it was difficult for him to find a job, so he went back to school to study notary, and then he tried to find a job and he couldn't, and he had to move back to Africa to sort of find something. And so I was actually going through the same
Paradigms.
patterns, same
Mhm.
things that he went through. Yeah.
And how he finished? What is the job that he found that was good for him?
So he had to come back to Africa. He worked in Abidjan for a few for a while, and then he went back here to Congo, so his home place, and he started out his business as a notary. And
Mhm.
but unfortunately he died soon after, so he had to fight, even for settling up this business as a notary. It was not simple, because the notary job profession did not exist in Congo, so he had to fight a legal battle to move the ministers, move the presidents, so that they could pass a law to create that profession. The profession was created, and a few months after, like less than a year after, he
Wow.
passed away.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So sorry for that. Then he fought all his life to find his place, to succeed. And at the end, it's just like, finish this way. Then you're not going to finish this way because now you find your place and you identify the root of the problem and you conquer it. And now you're a successful woman. Now, I just want to, the people watching this show, a lot of women, they can be inspired by the fact that you're a fighter, you're a lion, you didn't quit, you just push. You still like a reporter, you're in the world with a lot of men. How did you find the strength and to just keep going no matter what you face for challenges? Can you share a little bit that with us?
Well, it wasn't easier. When I talk about it now, after years after, it seems like it was all rosy and easy and everything. But it
Yeah.
was not easy. It was not easy at all. There were many times when I wanted to quit. I wanted to throw in the towel. I was. There were times when I was angry after God. I didn't understand what I was going through. Like, why me? Why is it so hard for me? And all the others, it seems so easy. So it was really not easy. On my journey, I was lucky that I found some other women of God, including you. And with there was this program that you created, Women Rise Up, where
Hmm.
you send motivations and inspirational
Video.
messages every
Hmm.
day. And these are the things that kept me going. So these are the things that kept me going, because when it's really, I mean, when you feel like you're in the darkness and you don't know where to find the light, you need to find other people. You need to find mentors who can show you the way.
Yeah,
Because
that's good.
all alone, maybe it would have taken me maybe an extra 10 years or an extra 10, 20 years to find my place. Or maybe at the minute when I found my place, maybe like my dad, I would have passed away or something like that. But to find mentorship, to find someone who can teach you the ropes, who can keep you, who can encourage you when the going gets tough, it's really key. It's really important. Never stay alone. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so good. The love environment, in mentorship. Then if you're surrounded by people, they have the same DNA. They want to push, they want to encourage, they want to, it's helping a lot instead of people they try to put you down, to discourage you, to kill your dream. They have the community of the same DNA of people. They want to just go forward. And with the mentorship, then we know the way, we know how to, and to have the right coaching to help you to just keep going and see clearly the destination, and to identify some sources of the problem to conquer it, and to have the right support that helped you a lot. And you're a woman that invested a lot in the coaching. I know you took her coaching, you took a couple coaching, different places. But I'm sure right now where you are in your success, you have no regret of what you invested in coaching, right?
I have absolutely no regret. If I see where I was just 10 years 10 years ago, 13 years ago, um, I was someone, I was really broken by all those experience. My self-esteem was really low. Sometimes you see people, and I was really, like, I had faith in God. I had faith in Jesus. I loved God, but I was going to church and everything, but I was a broken person inside.
Mm-hmm.
And it took a it took being aggressive,
Mm-hmm.
being aggressive to like really be intentional in everything that I do. Like you mentioned, being surrounded by the right kind of people. At some point, I identified that some friends that I had that were around me were not really helping me at all, and I cut ties with them like that,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
forever. It
Mm-hmm.
was you might think, oh, she's mean. It was, but I could see that these people, the way they were thinking, the way they were, it working with these people, like, it was not going to get me anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's.
I was really sick and tired of my life, so I needed to take brutal decisions at some point. So
Mm-hmm.
there are friends, I call them friends. We used to hang around a lot, but then I saw, no, these are not, it's not the type of mindset that I need to go where I want to go. So I'm cutting loose with them. And
That's.
I had to, so I had to take that kind of decision. I had to invest money
Mm-hmm.
to get coaching, to get courses, to get the proper, also the proper equipment to
Mm-hmm.
get the mindset
Mm-hmm.
to go where I wanted to go. And this is very, so I don't, it's been tough, but I don't regret a single cent that I've spent on coaching or mentoring. Not a
And
single
you
cent.
said something very good and important about the mindset, the tool set. And this is part of the Accelerator 4 weeks program that we offer. We're live with the people for 4 weeks, and we teach a lot about the mindset, because 80% of our success comes from our mindset, the way we perceive, the way we think, the way we're going to manifest what God has for our life. It's all start with the way we think. So men thinking is hard, so easy, that you are part of this Accelerator 4 weeks program with the gift set and tool set and skill set. How did you, was your experience during this 4 weeks coaching program?
It was a very transformative experience because sometimes there are things that we hear or we read, but there's only, it takes some time to hit home. Like,
The
you can read a
revelation
lot.
hit. Yeah.
So I understood that it starts with the being, with who you are, and not really what you do. Because
Uh-huh.
in this modern world, we focus on the doing. When I need to do things, I need to do this, I need my to-do list, I need I don't know, I need to I need to, I don't know, to write my to-do list, I need to do these things, I need to meditate the Bible, I need to do, I need to do, I need to do. And we don't focus on the basics, because you can do so many things,
Mm-hmm.
but if you don't change who you are at the core of your being, and part of who you are is what you think is very important. It's not, it's going to be like short-lived changes. Maybe you can change your habits for 2 weeks, but then you're going to switch back to
Your
who you are.
identity, your old
Yeah,
identity. Yeah.
to your true identity. So that's one of the things that I understood finally after so many, that
That's
it
good.
starts by who you are at, and also the core beliefs that you have.
Yeah.
And one of the core beliefs that I and it's like an onion that you peel, because I've made a lot of progress since where I was 13 years ago, but there's still a lot of work to be done on me. So it's like onions, you peel a layer and then a layer and then another layer, and until you get to the core. And one of the belief system that was paralyzing me in my coaching business, because I do career coaching, is beliefs around money. I
Uh-huh.
had very difficult time pricing my services right.
Mm-hmm.
And pricing, it's not, maybe not to in the amount of work that I was putting in to produce the courses or whatever, but pricing it to the amount of transformation that it was bringing to people.
The
And that's
results.
another level.
Yeah.
That's another level of pricing. So,
You find out
but
that in the accelerator program, right? When we talk about the gift set and to monetize your value, what you provide, not for according to the time you work, but the result you bring to the people's life, then something switched in your mindset according to that,
something
right?
switched in my brain. Yeah. And there was, because there were some prices that I didn't feel legitimate to price. Like I could pay, I don't know, several hundreds of dollars, or several thousands of dollars for a coaching program for me, but I did not feel legitimate to price this for my clients. And these are people whose lives are transformed. Like they, you can see that in many areas, not just that they find the work, which is important, because if you don't have a job, you can't sustain yourself, you can't sustain your family, so that's important. But they also make other types of wins. Like some people don't, after the program, they don't go and find the work, but they go and start their business, and they start profitable businesses. So, and people, or people who have been delivered from, I don't know, gluttony or all sorts of things. But I didn't feel legitimate pricing it right. And
Mm-hmm.
I was myself. But
Then,
it was, yeah, and now I know that I can price more, and I feel confident giving those new prices. And it's not, I mean, it's not just me. I come from Francophone Africa, so there's this all this relationship with money that is distorted in the francophone world, and in the African world even even more. And the combination of all that, this this all those limiting beliefs that I got from being French, from being African, from being
a woman, all
so
of that. Yeah.
that was a killer combination in the wrong sense. So I needed this to just flip the switch, that yes, I can price more, and I can price the transformation that I bring to people. I'm not robbing them when I'm pricing right. I'm not being a mean person when I'm pricing right. I'm not being I don't know, bloodsucker, thirsty of money when I'm pricing right. I'm being fair to myself and the work that I do and the value that I bring. So that was
That's
important.
so good because some of one law for success in business is the price has to be fair for the two part. And if the two sides, it's a good, you know, business, it's good for the two sides, we're going to work well together. But this is what you learn that if you don't charge the right price, you deserve the person and yourself, and you're not going to bring the right result. Because if the people they don't really pay, they don't pay attention, then to really invest for the result and to get the result, then it's a better service that you offer to your people.
Absolutely. And I really want to stress that because well, I've been doing career coaching for 5 years, and my prices are really, really, really used to be
Where
really
it was.
below below the price range, the normal price ranges of any career services, and very little, like a small portion, portion of the people who came to me saw it as an opportunity. It was like, oh, it's like a gift from God. I can have this career coaching service for a very little price, and it's going to change my life. But most of the people, like you said, they didn't pay attention because when the price is too low, people perceive it as being low value.
Correct.
And so many people were not engaged in the program, and I was very frustrated. But I understood that it was my fault because when you pay, I don't know, say you pay $5,000 for a coaching program, you're going to pay
Present.
attention.
Yeah.
You're going to invest your time. You're going to be there when they're when they're live coaching sessions. You're going to be there because you paid your money, and it costed you, and it hurt a little bit when you when you gave this $5,000. So you're paying attention. But if you're giving like it I'm even going to give an example. There's someone I know, and he's launching a new coaching program, and he felt in his heart that for the first round for it, that he had to offer it for to give it out for free for the first 12 registrants of his program. And I signed up because I know this person. He was in my coaching program to teach people about business and everything, and I know that he's very qualified, and whenever he's teaching, he's very in details and everything. So I know that I would get good value from him. But we discussed yesterday as it was like the first session, or the first session to find out if the program was really suited for me or not. And he said, well, you're the only person who signed up for something
Really?
that's for free.
This
Because
is
people for free, they say, okay, so it's no value. But when he went over the program outline and everything, it's a really good coaching program, and very deep one, and very well structured, like everything that he does. But no one saw the opportunity because he said it was free.
that's it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And this is so
So
important to change the mindset because you people, if it's free, you know, I experienced many years ago. This is why in our coaching, people they invest a lot in our coaching, but because they invest and we have, you know, we provide the value of what they invest, but at the same time, they're very committed to do what we tell them to do, and then they get the result. Then, for my credibility and for their result, the fact they invest the right amount, they see the fruit, they see the return on their investment. And I found that many years ago, you wrote books also, and I wrote so many books. Then I was giving book to people, and people that were receiving my book freely, they were not reading the book. Only people buying my book. And I find out this is exactly the pattern. If you're ready to put your money there, you're going to put your energy, you're going to commit yourself, you're going to do what you have to do, and you're going to get result. And we are in the business of result. You are in the business, you now have your business of coaching since a couple of years, and you coach people how to find their job because you went through this journey, the struggle you went through, and then you now help people to find a job with your coaching, and it's so good. At the same time, people's going to tell you, but I don't have money to invest in your coaching because I don't have a job, and because I don't have a job, I don't have money, then I cannot invest. But now you switch your mind that if you don't invest, the cost on non-investment, you're gonna stay at the same place, and you're gonna not make more money. And I can imagine the scenario in the future if you don't find a job with time, things is just gonna go worse and worse. Then you have really to show the picture to your clients. If you invest, then you're going to make more money. Then you're going to have a return on your investment. And this is something that you realize to stop to put your price so low and people not doing what you're saying, but putting your price higher, but people very determined and want to change their life will invest to bring back more money, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because I have now clients who took the program like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. They're now returning, and what they're saying is that I was in the program, but I didn't pay attention. They're saying it themselves. They're saying it themselves. I was in the program, but I was not really paying attention. So, but I see the results that other people are getting from it. And I want to do it, but this time I want to do it seriously, which meant that when the price was too low, they didn't really commit. And like you said, it's twofold. Like they sign up, they don't commit, they don't get the results, and then it's like you as a coach are not giving results to your clients when it's your clients who are not paying in the work. So it's damaging, and it's tarnishing your reputation as a coach, because you have lower turnouts, or you have lower results, and in the end it can kill your it can kill your business. You think you want to help people by being cheaper, but you're not helping anyone.
No, that's it. That's so good. You invest in many program of coaching we have, different course, different groups, different community. You invest some, you pay every month. Some you took some coaching 101 with me. You invest in some group coaching, online course we have. Do you have regret for all the investment you have done to now in our coaching?
No. Clearly, I would not be I would not be at the level where I am now. I wouldn't have accomplished what I have accomplished in the past without those coachings. For a journalist for a journalist, working for the BBC is not a small deal. It's one of the biggest news outlets in the world. And I worked there for several years. Hadn't it been those coachings, I don't think it would have been possible. And working for the UN is another milestone. Not everybody works in the UN system. And if it hadn't been for these coachings again, I don't think I would have accomplished all those things. And even launching this coaching program, I was so like, I don't know if people can picture or can fathom the level of brokenness I was in. Just a decade ago. I couldn't have written books. I couldn't have gone out there and say, listen, I've been through this. I know how it feels. And I think that with the help of the Lord, I found a way out. Come and follow me. I can show you. Even putting yourself out there being on social media and being vocal about your experience. I couldn't have done it if it wasn't for the coaching. So I don't regret a single cent. And I've learned so many things, but it's not just about learning. It's not just about getting information. It's about information that brings transformation. So it's very, very important, and really I don't regret.
That's so good because some part, in these decades, you didn't have all this money. You just took some step of faith to say, I'm going to invest. I'm going to just find a way to put the money there. But you had the return on your investment and more and more. And this is why you started to see the fruit with the step of faith to invest in this coaching, in our coaching program. Now, just last question for me. It's more like personal question, and just all the women and people watching this show right now, we're very different, Rosemary. We are different. I'm not from your culture. We have two different culture. I'm from Quebec. You're from Africa or France because you grew up in France also.
Yeah,
And now we are in the United States in Arizona. What attracted you to us, to me, to because you can choose a lot of other coaches too, and more part of your culture. Or what happened in your heart and your mind to say, I'm gonna take some coaching with Martine?
curiously, it's always difficult for me to trace back like where I first found or heard from you, or anyone who has impacted my life. I never know the like the starting point, but I don't know. I think there's a saying that says that when the student is ready, the teacher appears.
Yeah.
So so I think if I remember correctly, I started with the 777 diet program, if I
Okay.
remember correctly.
Mhm.
And well, I then that's where I discovered this program. Don't ask me. I have no idea. But anyways, I came across the program and I discovered you and your message, and it just spoke to my heart. We might be, of course, we're different. We come from different walks of life, different countries. We have different stories and everything, but God is universal, and He always connects you to the right people, the people who will bring you in the right direction for your destiny. And clearly, um, the message that you share, the knowledge that you share has helped me go through a lot of different situations. And so I know that is where God is feeding me, if I may say. This is where I receive the words that I need to go forward with my life. So
Mm.
despite the time difference, the cultural difference, the I found myself like, even like the latest book that you that you wrote, the book Zikaron. I found my history life in that book. Like I was saying, I was fighting the same fights that my dad had fought, and that's what you talk about in the book. So it's true to me, even if you wrote it in the US and I read it when I was in Africa, it doesn't matter. It spoke about my life. So where I find good things, I just stay, and so I stayed there. Yeah.
That's so good. And I just want to say that you are a true and real inspiration for this generation. I really believe that God chose you to help a lot of people in this generation to not quit, to find, the way to fulfill their call, their destiny, their purpose. And you're doing an amazing job. Your new season in your life now in your coaching business. And if people they want to know more about you, what is the link, your website or your social media they can just find you?
Okay, so for English speakers, I would send them to my LinkedIn page because this is where I write messages in English. All the rest is in French for now, but I'm working on the English version of my coaching program, which should be ready by the end of the year, good God willing. So I know it's not, my name is not easy for English speakers, but if you can see my name here, Rosemary Bubu too, just type it out in LinkedIn and I will be more than happy to connect.
That's so good. We're going to put the link below with this video that people can find you with your name in French. I have a French name too. Martine is not an English name, but we're both French, but people, they're going to enjoy what we have to share from our experience and our and expertise of what we're doing. Then thank you so much, Rosemary, because you're doing an amazing job. You wrote many books. I think some are in English too, right? You have some book in
Yes,
English?
yes, absolutely. The book where I explain my journey out of unemployment is on Amazon. It's called Overcoming Unemployment, and it's in English. There is an English version for that one. Yeah.
Then if people they have struggled to find a job, they have a lot of degree like you have. And they just, it's very popular in the United States. People they go to school, they invest a lot of money to study, to have degree, but they have problem after that to find a job or a job at the level of their expertise. You are the one really helping people to break the resistance and to go and get what their heart desire and the job of their dream, that you are the one for that. And this is how you can help a lot of people too in the United States, because this is a good part of internet. We are not limited anymore by just our territory. We can go and reach the world, right? Then they can reach you and you can help them because you're doing an amazing job with that for sure. Thank you so much, Rosemary. You're such an inspiration. And if you have a last word to share with these ladies watching this show right now, and you just want to encourage them because maybe they're going through a tough time, maybe they don't have support from their environment, their husband or their family or their friends, maybe they don't understand why they want to succeed this way, when they want to get, their fulfill their destiny. I'm going to give you the last words for them.
I would say, like I said, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So there's no God never does anything by coincidence. So if you're finding this video, if you if you have this I don't this fire burning inside of you, you know that you can do more, you can be more, you can offer more, you have more to offer to this world. It's no coincidence that you found this video by Martin Wilkie, and I was just say, hang on to that woman. She has good things to offer to you, and she can really lead you to your destiny, your glorious destiny. If there's this fire inside of you, it's because God has put more inside of you, and He wants that out. So stick to that channel, stick to that woman, and grab her courses, her coachings, and it's going really to help you.
That's so good. Thank you so much, Rosemary. Then it's just a start. We're going to have other show together for sure. Then I want to see and I want to know from you guys if you have some comments, question. Put your question right now. Ask us question, and we're going to be very pleased to answer you. And Rosemary, we're going to see you for our next show in the future. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time, and may God bless you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.